Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Video Call पर चर्चा with Aryan Sharma. Today we have Dr. Sunila Saxena ma'am with us. She is PGP Psychology in Saint Xavier School, Nepta. First of all, I would like to thank her for supporting me in my journey. So ma'am, now let's start. So guys, our today's topic is generation gap. So ma'am, before starting, would you like to say anything?
Yes, of course. First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me in your YouTube video call for Charcha and congratulate you for your wonderful initiative of discussing social issues with great personality, Father Principal John Ravi and my colleague Pankaj Sir. And it's my turn now. You are doing fantastic job in this lockdown period. You are today's generation and I'm proud of you. Keep it up. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, these are such these are some memes I found on internet regarding generation gap.
Okay.
So, ma'am, now let's start. So, ma'am, our first question is, what is generation gap in your views?
In fact, generation gap is nothing new. It is a gap between two generations in which young people have different opinions, beliefs, thoughts, values, attitudes, and actions towards their parents and grandparents. In fact, it is seen that people born in different ages is changing rapidly and previous generation have to learn.
Okay, ma'am.
If we take the example of India, people born before independence are different from those born today. There is a huge difference between both the generations. There's a drastic difference between the whole cultural, economy, social environment. I'll take example of mine and my son. If you check YouTube feed of my son, it is always full of regarding bikes and bikers. And if you check YouTube feed of mine, it is related to something psychology trends, spirituality. To see the generation gap, according to him, he is doing something fruitful. It might be not fruitful for the previous generation, and according to me, I'm doing my work that is good for me. So there's a gap, there's a difference. Grandparents can think that he is killing his time, but actually he is not because his ambition is to be a biker. So there's a gap between their thoughts, beliefs, opinions, values between two generations. Quite easy.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, now let's move towards the next question. Ma'am, ma'am, what are the reasons of generation gap according to you?
Reasons.
Yeah.
Yes. As today's lifestyle is drastically changing due to change in society, social advancement taking place in 20th and 21st century. There's mobility of society where people are shifting from the places. Previously, people used to stay at the same place. I think there's a change in education system also from time to time plays an important role. Previously, we used to focus more on disciplines, and there was a saying that if you spare the rod, you will spoil the child. So punishments was very hard. I do remember my case. I was in Sofia. I was in class 5th, and it was my maths class. I and my two friends started talking. That time, discipline was very important. So teacher had seen what punishment was given to me. She pasted Fevicol on my lips and my friends. So what was impact on me when I came back with the same lip on my lips Fevicol? So it put a psychological impact that I didn't like maths class because I have a fear of that feelings. But nowadays, the things are changed. Teachers are more friendly. We don't want to give anything, any punishment. It is different thing that you take advantage of our leniency, that you are bunking the class, but it's okay. The scenario is totally changed. Education system is changed. And one of the most important thing I think so is your technology. It's your digital communication, it's your internet, smartphones, iPads. You all are busy in your things which is related to your Google things, which is related to your mobile, Insta, whatever. See, nowadays, if I find people are more into internet, into technology, and old people are doing their own, there's a gap. Now, see, nowadays my daughter is doing lot of work with mobile because live classes are going on. She is watching videos, chapters, she is attending classes. So what grandparents are complaining that why she is killing her time on mobile. They don't understand. They don't want to come to technology, and today we have to cope up, we have to run with the technology. So it is one of the reasons is technology.
Yeah.
And I find globalization and modernization, change in lifestyle, pattern of wearing clothes is changed, our eating, sleeping habits are changed. We are going toward modernization because world is one. Because due to media also, there's no gap, there's a connectivity through television, websites, YouTube channels. It's easy to connect. So we are adopting others' culture. We know what we have, but we are adapting because there's an easy connectivity. And one more reason I think so is that grandparents and old generation want to remain rigid. They have their own principles. They want to remain with that only. They don't want to change. They don't want to give independence and freedom to young generation. That should not be there, according to me.
Okay, ma'am. Anything else?
Yes. No?
Ma'am,
Continue with next question.
yes, ma'am. According to you, what are the adverse effects of generation gap?
Adverse effects are many. First of all, these differences can lead to strained relationship between young people and their parents and grandparents. Children rebel against their parents. They don't have communication. There is a communication gap because they started fighting quickly. They find that they are not understanding my matter. In fact, what was there? Earlier, children were dependent on their parents and grandparents for all the knowledge and informations. So they accept quietly what was given by their parents and grandparents. But nowadays, they get information from IT. Google Baba is there for them. So the parents' experience is not important. They are more reliant to Google. So they are not listening, they are not following the experience. They think that their experience is useless. Their parents' experience is useless. We have everything, every information, we are independent. I have everything information available by the Google. So why to listen to them? So they disrespect.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
youth do not have any connection to the spirituality and God. They are into their own world. They are in their Google, they are on Insta, whatever is their Snapchat. So lot of time girls are giving to TikTok. So there's no connectivity between God and there's no connectivity with God and spirituality. They do not have belief in traditions, customs, culture, rituals. They are not in that.
Yeah.
Have faith, they have faith on peers. They do not have faith of their parents' experience. They want advice from their friends. They are more isolated, more self-focused. They are into their own world. and old generation is getting lonely. They feel that young generation is not giving them time. They're getting lonely, and young generation is also isolated because they are only sitting with mobile. They're not coming out from their room only. They don't want to leave the place. Right from morning, they start seeing what are the messages, what are the things, what to do, what to search, what else.
Okay, ma'am. Anything else?
Yes, done.
So, ma'am, according to you, at what age in life the generation gap is the most? At what point in life does the generation gap seem to be the widest?
Generally, we think it is adolescence age, but
Teenage.
according to me, there's no age for generation gap. It depends on individuality and personality of the person. It is seen that some of the older people are more forward than youth, and it can be possible that youth is orthodox. It can be due to influence of environment. It depends on their nature and nurture. What type of family structure is there, what type of born and brought up upbringing is there, will influence a lot. Now I'll give you my own example that I teach psychology to 11th and 12th students. When they come to my class, by their face, by their physical body language, I understand that there is some problem, something is wrong. As soon as my class is over, I talk to my student, they share everything. That, ma'am, yesterday we had a fight, I had a fight with my parents, this was the issue. So if I fight with the grandparents. So they feel relaxed when they share everything. So why they are sharing with me? Why not with the parents? There's a gap between me and them also. Why? So there's no generation gap between me and them. So it depends on not on the age, it depends on human being, on their personality, on their individual differences, what type of environment they have. Some old people are following, they are very into modern things, they are catching the technology also, they are coping with everything, right?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, anything else?
No, beta, covered.
In your views, what changes in modern values have contributed to a generation gap?
Okay, changes in modern values, their contribution.
Yeah.
According to me, new generations work priority is they are more into luxury, comfort. So their aims and aspirations is changed. They are not satisfied by doing a simple working hours. They have increased their work ethics. They want to do more and more. I can give your example, which is best example. I find you that you are a student,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are studying, you have lot of assignments, you are attending online classes, and you have some family work also, isn't it? But
Yes, ma'am.
still, you are doing something extra. You have created your own channel, YouTube channel. Why? Because your work ethic is changed. You are multitasking. You want to do different things, studying, working, and doing some extra things in life, isn't it? You want to learn also, you are collecting experience. So your curiosity is higher than previous generation. So this is the thing, that work ethic is changed. This is one of the contribution. And I find that new generation has changed the gender role. They work equally with females in the family, as well as they give equality to women in almost all the areas. Nowadays, it is a period of lockdown. All the family members are working together because no maid is there. So you are contributing with your mother, with your sister. So there are no gender roles. You are doing work of females and females are doing work of males. So this is due to new generations, their perspective is changed toward gender roles. And I find one thing more, that they have changed their perspective towards religion also. They are not biased. They give equality to community. There's no division of labor in the society according to new generation. They can work happily with everyone. They don't ask all such things, what are the caste, and they do not, it doesn't matter to them. So all is one, everyone is contributing in such a way. It's beautiful work ethics.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate.
So, ma'am, anything else?
Done, beta.
So, ma'am, in your views, why do new generation frequently blame the previous one for many problems they are facing?
Problems they are facing, actually they have problems regarding their career. They actually, what is the problem is that parents and grandparents are not aware of the opportunities. They only want their child in 11th to opt science, maths, bio, nothing else. So it happens that student opt the subject maths and they have struggling, they have problems, so they blame, because of my parents I'm handling with the subject. So the parents don't understand that their interest is important. They have their own choices. Why to force for their career? If they could not achieve well, so there will be problem, isn't it? And I find that new generation is multidimensional. They want quick results. They are very fast. They want fast development. But previous generation don't understand. They want to remain with their own ethics, their own rules, principles, which new generation see that it is useless because they want development should be quick. So they blame that parents don't give us freedom to do some work, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
And I've seen that new generation update themselves quickly. It's their need. They are more curious. They do not follow old strategies. So they explore everything. They have more knowledge. And in today's scenario, I had seen that new generation also blame that old generation do not accept gays and lesbians. And every generation must think several steps ahead of their previous generation. So there will be no need to blame if they think more several steps ahead. So these are the points I think that they are finding, the struggling with the subjects, with the career. They do not have freedom. So they find that it is because of our parents. They have not given our opportunity to go out from, I want to go out of India abroad, but they are not giving me, they are not sending me. So these are the things, these are the points where I find they blame a lot.
How do you compare your generation with the current generation and your previous one?
Okay, my generation and previous and current, three generations are going together.
Yeah.
Okay, first is previous generation have more traditional views towards marriage. They find that it is a sacred relationship. And in our generation, we give importance that it is important in life. Without marriage, to kuch hona hi nahi. And we have more commitment and adjustment. You have to adjust. If you are married, you have to adjust with the same couple as long as your life. But now in new generation, they are relaxed towards marriage and divorce. Hardly matters. They prefer to live in relationship. And previous generation do not have faith and knowledge on digital technology. Nothing. In my generation, I'm working with digital technology as well as following some old methods also. But new generation has full faith on digital technology. They are fully dependent on digital technology. And it is also seen that previous generation have limited school. Education system is also, there is difference. Previous generation have limited schools, lack of resources for education. Long distance they are going for education. In my generation, there was a privatization of schools, but more focus was towards subject-oriented education was there. Availability of higher education was there, but just to prepare bureaucrats. But what about current education system is different. It is focused on all-round development. You have wider opportunities. Generally, new generation moves to abroad for the education. They want to explore. They are more imaginative and creative. It is due to education system. Previous generation were satisfied easily. Whatever is given to them, they are more focused to their family and they have connection with spirituality and God. My generation, I'm working, yeah, I'm doing everything for my kids. I give best to my children. So more focus is on nuclear family. I do have faith in God. But current generation is more focused on materialistic and luxurious life. They are focused in individuality. They do not have any connection with God. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, previous generation, there was difference in clothing also. They wear Indian clothes, traditional Indian clothes. They used to sleep early, eat early, wake up early in the morning. My generation, we are wearing Indo-Western clothes and trying to follow the same pattern of eating, sleeping, and waking up. But still, we are in the middle only. But what about current generation? They can work for 24 hours, I think so. Their outfit is changed. Western outfit, their pattern of eating, sleeping, waking, everything is changed. Lifestyle is totally changed. And in fact, previous generation was happy with their family and easily get satisfied. Aim is to get happy and satisfied life. In the evening, they just used to sleep and working hours was fixed. Rules, regulation, ethics, spirituality was fixed. Their schedule was planned, timetable was planned. But our aim, in my age, aims are changed. We want self-actualization, self-esteem. My need is to get satisfied when I achieve something. Keep on doing, want to do something more. So my life is very busy. And new generation are more, they are higher than mine. They want to touch sky, touch horizon. So there's no comparison in that. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Anything else?
Done, beta.
So, ma'am, our next question is, whom would you think that are responsible for the generation gap and why?
Whom? Okay. I would say both the generations. As only
Why?
few elders make the attempt to get to know their juniors, and it is vice versa. Juniors also don't have time to understand their senior citizens. Few of are making attempt, but actually both the generations is responsible for this generation gap. The generation gap doesn't have to be there if people are more open to friendship. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
See, if I'm open to friendship, then only my child will share everything with me. Na? So there will be no generation gap. Who is responsible? Children do not need parents. After a particular age, they do not need parents in their teenage. They need friends. If parents are changing themselves and open to friendship, then child will share everything to parent. They do not need peers or friends to share because parents are there. Some of the cases it is, but still parents are keeping some distance with the child. So child feel frustrated and there is a problem. The gap starts and child feel कि वो मेरे को समझेंगे ही नहीं, share करने का कोई फायदा नहीं. So there is the problem. They don't want to talk. Students, they want to remain same. If they had some problem with the teacher, they do not want to talk. क्यों? क्योंकि लगेगा टीचर हमको समझेगा नहीं, पेरेंट्स समझेंगे नहीं. Because there's no relationship of friendship is there, no connectivity is there. Being a psychologist, I can understand that. I can understand you. I can understand adolescents. They have lot of problem. You want to have your own identity apart from your parents. You are struggling with that. So you want recognition. You want affiliation. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is very important to be friendly, to understand others. It can be any difference. I can understand the difference of age, your sex differences, anything else. I can understand all the problems. So major thing is both the generation is not understanding each other, I find.
Okay, ma'am, anything else?
No, beta, done.
According to you, how can we overcome the generation gap between the two generations? What changes should both the people of a generation make in themselves?
Yes. I find that people should adopt an open mindset for most of the things. Just listen to other person. Just listen to other person's point of view. Before making any decision, you need to understand other. So both the generations have to do in this. Understand each other instead of making each other's life miserable and stressing. Provide some family time. Youth need models, not critics. Critics they do not require. So you should be a good role model. Being a parent, you should be a model whom they follow. In fact, previous generation should understand how time is changing rapidly. So they have to run to change. They have to run to catch it. As I told you just now, that previous generation should make friendship with their children. So that they do not rely on peers, on other friends to get advice, to get counseling. So many students comes to me for the counseling, for assistance, for help. They are so helpless because parents are not understanding. They find that, ma'am, what to do? We are so frustrated. So I make them relax. Try to understand your parents. You have to understand. And they have to also understand. I talk to parents also. Isn't it? So both need to change. In fact, age is an issue of mind over matters. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. This is the main thing. And previous generation should lose the rigidity. Why you want to अपनी चीजों को क्यों थोप रहे हो नई जनरेशन पे? If you want to be a doctor, if you have not done that achievement, why you want your son to achieve it? Your son want to be some musician, something else, or a writer. So don't be too rigid. Give freedom to new generation. Think how can you groom your child. And previous generation should avoid too much pressure on the child. They are doing, why you're sitting, why you're not doing your work. There's so many times you are sleeping, you don't have any schedule. Every time if you keep on talking too much, you keep on, they won't listen to you. Isn't it? And young generation should also create a practical scenario so that the old generation should be aware of technology. If you help what you are doing in the technology, some new trends, what is going on in the world, what are the what you do in the Snapchat, what is TikTok, so they will also get interest in doing all such things. They are sitting in the corner and you are sitting in the corner, you are with mobile and they are reading newspaper, and there's a gap, isn't it? And young generation should give respect to old generations, which is very important. In fact, some teachers complain me that you are teaching psychology, why students are not giving respect? So I said, why you're so that? Why don't you feel that we all are equal? But this is very important. You should give respect. So both the generations should mutually understand each other. I told you earlier also, every generation must think several steps ahead of their previous generation. So in last, I would like to say one thing, that old people have wisdom, but not energy. Young people have energy, but not wisdom. Energy and wisdom must be in the same body to create a best citizen, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, beta. It is a good time with you.
Yes.
Any suggestions you want to put?
No,
Because
ma'am.
you are young generation, and I'm
No,
very
ma'am.
proud of you that you are putting some extra efforts and doing something extra.
No, ma'am. It was
So
just perfect. Thank you for giving me your time.
you are true Xavierite.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
So, ma'am, now I'm ending it.